88% said the program made them realize how important it is to stay in school. In Frankfort, legislators were discussing a bill that would allow a group of people to vote who are currently excluded from part of the process. The Senate took up a bill that would open up primaries to independents. Wave 3's Elizabeth Donatelli joined us from Frankfort with more. Liz?
Don, the bill passed with a vote of 25 to 12, all 20 Republicans voting in favor of it, as well as an independent, and 4 Democrats crossed over. Now, this is something that is meant to open up the political process, but others, those who oppose it, feel it could actually hurt it.
Mr. Doorkeeper, will you please inform the respective caucuses that we're about to convene?
The democratic process is based on the voice of the people. Now the question is, should certain elections be closed to certain voters, or is that undermining the system?
That I cannot vote for something that undermines the principles of the two-party system in this country.
Senate Bill 53 would allow independents to vote in either the Republican or Democratic primary, which they can't now. The fear is if united, they could sway the election, similar to how Rush Limbaugh, with the Rush factor, encouraged Republicans to vote for Hillary Clinton in the past presidential primary.
He's got a national broadcast. If he can't do it, the 30,000 independents in Kentucky aren't going to be able to do it.
We checked with the Secretary of State's office, and that number is actually closer to 186,000. Mike Lewis is one of them, and also the chairman of Independent Kentucky.
Kentucky hosts some of the lowest turnouts in the nation. That's not what I want to do as an ambassador of my state. I want to be a part of the process, and I want other voters to be a part of this process too.
Sponsor Senator Jimmy Higdon saying it will give voters a voice in counties where the primaries determine the winner.
I live in Marion County, which is 90% Democrat. If you want to vote in the primary in Marion County, you need to be a member of the Democratic Party, or you're locked out of voting for those local officials, the county attorney and the sheriff.
Adding an amendment that would require independents to choose which primary they are voting in by December 31st, so they can't, quote, sway the election. Now, as we told you, most Democrats voted no, which means this could be a tough sell once it reaches the House, because, of course, the House is controlled by Democratic leadership. Reporting live in Frankfort, Elizabeth Donatelli, Wave 3 News.
All right, thanks, Liz. It was one of the deadliest U.S. airliner crashes in the last decade, and today the NTSB held a final review of that Continental air crash in Buffalo last year.
And in Health Alert, another